Hello students, welcome again to our another session on MCQs. Okay, so let's start. Okay, actually it is object oriented programming in Java. We are doing an MCQ session, MCQ series on this topic. And now the the module we are going to do. Okay, practice of inheritance and packages. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so you can check out this code. Okay, so what is the problem with this code? Abstract class print. Okay, abstract void show, uh, class display extends print. So out of this option which it is showing, which it is uh, problem for you, it is correct. Method show should not have a return type. Method show is not implemented in display. Display does not contain any members. So yes, it is option number. Yes, it is option number C. Method show is not implemented in display because display is extending from print class. So and print class is abstract. Okay, and so show should be implemented in print. Okay, so that is not there. So that is the problem over here. Okay, so let's move on to our next question. State the default access modifier of method in an interface in Java. So, or the question can be like the default access modifier of a method declared in an interface, or the question can also come like select the correct access modifier that are implicitly applied to variables in an interface. So all are like they are asking about your default access modifier of interface of a method in Java. So actually it is public. Okay, so let's suppose we have an interface X. Okay, and let's suppose we declared a function show here. Okay, so which is an abstract, and we have a class Y which implements X. So interface X. So in that case, whenever you are uh, implementing this method show, you should write public. Okay, whenever you are defining that. Okay, so that is like that's why uh, the default access modifier of any method in an interface is public. Okay, don't define it public, but it always becomes public. Okay, so let's move on to our next question. Explain which Java feature enables multiple inheritance. So you know it's very easy. Multiple inheritance is just like, you know, that a class A, a class B. Okay, so from both of them a subclass, these both are super classes, and one of the subclass is inheriting from both of them. So that is what multiple inheritance. So that is multiple inheritance. Okay, like there are multiple super classes from where the features come to a one subclass, that is multiple inheritance. So it is implemented in interfaces. Okay, through interfaces in Java. Okay, so like we have an interface A, we have an interface B. So like class C implements A and B like this way. Okay, so let's move on to our next question. Select with what an interface with no methods is called. What an interface, which interface actually, which interface where, which is an interface with no methods. Okay, so interface with no methods is what? It is a marker interface. Okay, let's move on to our next question. Point out the keyword a subclass constructor uses to invoke the constructor of its superclass. Okay, so it is what? Super keyword. Okay, using the super keyword we call the constructor of a superclass in subclass. Okay, So pick the keyword used to define a constant variable. So for defining constant variable, we use the final keyword. Okay, like final int x equal to 3. So x becomes constant. You cannot change its value next time around. So let's check out this next question. State how a class can be declared if you do not want it to be subclassed. Okay, or it can also come like indicate which of these keywords can be used to prevent inheritance of a class. So it is final keyword. Okay, so you cannot subclass that. Like if I write a final class x, okay, so you cannot extend this class, okay, anytime around. Okay, so there are final methods also. If we have final methods, final void show, so in that case you cannot override this method, okay, show, if it is a final method. How can abstraction be implemented in Java? So abstraction can be implemented in Java through both abstract classes and interfaces, right? Let's move on to our next question. Choose how many interfaces Java class can implement. A Java class can implement multiple interfaces. Okay, that's why as many as required. Indicate when a constructor is invoked when a class that extends another class. Which constructor is invoked when a class that extends another class? Okay, you need to check that when a constructor is invoked in a class that extends another class. Okay, the superclass constructor is invoked first before the subclass constructor. Okay, choose the valid declaration for an inner class in Java. So for an inner class in Java, okay, how to declare either out of these four? It is like this, using the static keyword. Okay, let's move on to our next question. Indicate whether we can use a class present in a package without importing the package. Without importing the package, can we use a class present in a package? Yes, obviously, but the class must be fully qualified with its package name. If it is not imported, you need to write the package name there. Indicate whether an abstract class can have concrete methods. Okay, abstract class can have concrete methods where we define the methods are called as concrete methods. Okay, so yes, uh, there can be any number of concrete methods, okay, in an abstract class, but at least one method should be there. Indicate which package the system class is defined under. System class is defined under which package? Or if the question can be like choose a default package in Java, so you know that is java.lang. Okay, is the default package. Choose the correct answer for implementing inheritance through an interface. So for implementing inheritance, we use the implements keyword. It is not implement. For if it is like inheritance, for inheritance we use the extends keyword. Okay, and for interface we use the implements keyword. Okay, so let's move on to our next question. Indicate the result when a class implements two interfaces with same method name and signature but does not implement the method. Okay, so in that case it will be a compile time error. Okay, compiler will throw, it will show a syntax error. Okay, in that case that is a compile time error. Indicate which of these classes relies upon its subclasses for complete implementation of its methods. So actually it is what abstract class. In the abstract class, the complete implementation of its methods are there. Okay, let's move on to the next question. What is inheritance? Inheritance follows which relationship? Okay, it is a relationship. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Select the parent class of all classes in Java. Parent classes of all subclasses in Java is object. Okay, object is the parent class of all the classes in Java. True fact about variables declared without any modifier inside an interface. Okay, all the variables inside an interface are implicitly public, static, and final. Okay, So multi-level inheritance, how to implement multi-level inheritance? So it is what, A to B, B to C, like this. So it is option number A, class A, class B extends A, class C extends B. How to implement hierarchical inheritance? What is hierarchical inheritance? From one superclass we can have multiple subclasses. Okay, so you see option number A, class A, class B extends A, and class C extends A. Let's move on to this question. Indicate what dynamic method dispatch in Java is. What is dynamic method dispatch? See, a mechanism that resolves method calls at runtime, during runtime, based on the actual object type. Let's move on to the next question. Indicate with which keyword a class needs to be declared if that class implements an interface but does not implement all the methods of that. Okay, which keyword a class needs to be declared if that class implements one interface but does not implement all the methods of that interface. So it is what, it is abstract. Okay, then choose which option is false about the final keyword. So about the final keyword is what, the final method cannot be overridden in subclasses. Okay, so that's all, students, for now. Okay, so we'll be, so we'll be, thank you for joining. Okay, good day, and do well for your exams. Okay, thank you, bye bye. Please do share, like, and subscribe. Okay, thank you, bye bye.